Good. How are you guys?
Good. How's it been for you the last couple weeks being back on the field after having this some time?
Feels good. Feels like I'm back at my second home. So excited to continue it and thrive in any way.
Obviously, you're healthy enough to be playing. Do you feel like you're fully yourself out there? You know, how long does that take to kind of get back to whatever that is?
The coaches are doing a really good job on making sure that we're ready and prepared. So I mean, felt good the first week I got out there, and each week I'm just progressing.
What does it look like for the defense after the first quarter there?
Oh, we just started playing our game, correcting the little mistakes and fixing our eyes. And once we settled down and played our defense and our style, it started clicking for us.
How would you define that style when you say
Aggressive. Yeah.
Is it hard to be, just kind of building off that, is it hard to be aggressive early because the other team's going to have a script that they're working off of, maybe showing you guys some things that you haven't seen? Like, does it force you to be a little bit more attentive?
No, not at all. That's our motto. That's our that's how we go out and each and every play. So so no, it doesn't really put us on our heels. We're trying to put our foot on the gas and keep it there.
Like 4-0 at home, 1-2. Well, excuse me, 4-0 on the road, 1-2 at home so far. How do you guys kind of transfer that over and make this a hard place to play again?
We just gotta make sure that we protect the house. This is our home. We got home field advantage. We got a great crowd going, and we just got to use that to our advantage. A lot of people don't like playing in New England, and especially when the winter time comes, and we just got to take advantage of that. And but it's on us as players to make sure that each and every play that we execute and and make sure that whether it's on defense, we create negative plays and make sure that we stop them off early downs. That way we can just go eat.
Have you felt an increase in your confidence mentally and physically now that you've got a few games under your belt? And how have you maybe adjusted to this new style of defense?
Yeah, 100%. That first game, what was it, Buffalo? Definitely got my feet wet, but it was nice to just get out there and hit somebody. And I only had one day of pads and straight to a game, but some guys come off the street, and so there's no excuse. It's a business game, and if I don't execute, then it's part of the game. They'll find somebody else. So adjusting to the defense, I think I feel as if I was meant for this to play in this defense. I'm an aggressive type of player, and I just gotta show it and prove it to the coaches and my teammates every practice that we have that I'm supposed to be here.
Jahlani, what's it like for you defensive guys watching the way Drake is playing and know the offense is putting up points?
Can you say that one more time? Sorry.
What's it like for you defensive guys watching how Drake is playing and just having the confidence that he's going to go out there and put up points?
It's great, but for us defensive players, regardless on how Drake is performing, we have to show up every week. I always have nothing but respect for Drake and the offense. So, but if he's having a great game, perfect. We're gonna make sure that we handle stuff on the defensive side. If he's not having a great game, we'll do the same thing. We got the offense and the special teams backs, and that's what I love about having an aggressive defense.
Nice for the defense to help him out yesterday with a touchdown too.
Oh yeah, KC was at the right place at the right time, and I'm really happy for him. And he had a really good game yesterday. So now we're on to the new week.
What can you guys do to start out a little faster on defense?
Again, biggest thing is just making sure that we have good eyes, good keys, and communication. Communication is key and vital for our defense.
What is it that's so difficult about those opening scripts for defense? Obviously, they're throwing so much at you, sometimes you don't expect it. But
it's just they're trying to get into a rhythm sometimes or whatnot. It depends on their OC or their head coach. But again, for us, it has to come down to communication. Communication clarifies everything, and once we get everything communicated, our eyes are next, and it's a whole domino effect from there. So we just gotta, like I said, it starts on first and 10 or P and 10, and as long as we can get them off track, then it'll be in our hands.
We saw how fired up everybody was post game. The coach yesterday. What makes him so easy to play for?
What makes Vrabel so easy to play for? He's a dude, you know. He makes sure that the guys are mentally right and physically right, and so I think that we have a really good players coach, and I think a lot of the guys respect him in our building, and you know, it's on to a new week, and I'm excited to see what we got game plan for Cleveland.
Thanks,
Thank
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Sam, you walked really well yesterday.
Oh,
Who's talking about?
Thank you, Ross. What's up? Can you take us through your touchdown catch yesterday in terms of what you saw there, their coverage? And
Yeah, so Steph was in motion, motioned him across, and once you have Stephon Diggs in motion, everyone's eyes naturally go that direction. So corner was pressed on me, safety was a little inside, so took a slide inside release and saw space towards the back pylon, and Dre gave me a good ball.
Is that a technique that you guys work on? I feel like maybe we've seen you work on that in training camp or something, but just making sure that they don't break up the pass once it hits the hands. Is that something that you guys practice what you did on that play?
I mean, wish I had a better answer. I was just trying to go get the ball. It just worked out.
What did it mean to you guys to get that one for Mike? And you played for the Titans.
Sure.
Anybody that had a connection to that organization?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was definitely good to go in there and get a victory. I mean, a bunch of players and coaches on the staff have ties there, and anytime you get to face that team, it's not something that consumes your entire week and you build it up more than what it is. But of course, when you go in there and get a win, of course it means something a little extra. So definitely grateful that we put in the work and executed at the level to get it done.
What did you feel was maybe different from the run game that allowed you guys to have so much more success, and how much has helped you getting to work with these guys week in and week out?
Yeah, I think you just hit upon it. I think just playing next to guys more and more. I mean, there's no substitution for in-game reps. There's no substitution for feeling those combinations in real time versus a defender that doesn't have your best interest, making sure the look's just right, and just trying to win, candidly. So I mean, really getting those reps against really good players, and believing in it and understanding each other, the nonverbal communication as well as the verbal communication with the person you line up against, or not just against, but next to, most importantly. And you get a feel for your opponent as the game goes on and certain in-game adjustments occur. And I think the group up front, we've started to have enough snaps together now where we're starting to kind of see the same picture. Young guys, old guys, wherever you are in this league, just playing, the guy to your left, to your right, and understanding the man next to you, I think is very beneficial, especially up front.
Are there any examples of that nonverbal communication that you could share with us that worked out for you guys?
To the media, what can I share with you? Some generic that I can't get too much heat for. Well, yeah, if you see a guy creeping like he's about to cross your face, like having a smart tackle like Morgan and Will, they'll see that, and that'll change our combinations from one name of a combination to another name for another combination. So it's a pretty day one level adjustment.
Think you
4-0.
think you avoided any minds there?
Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow.
4-0 on the road, 1-2 at home. How do you guys make sure that this is a hard place to play these next few weeks?
Yeah, I think it just comes down to execution. I know it sounds like a boring canned answer, but that's the truth of it. I mean, you guys obviously saw the first two games here at home. I mean, that's what it comes down to. And like I answered earlier about guys playing next to each other, I mean, it turned out with our schedule, we got to, stack a lot of reps with each other on the road, in loud road environments. So just all those repetitions, all that time on task together, seeing it the same way, pushing in the same direction. So I'm more concerned about us continuing to go in that angle, whether that's, obviously wherever we play now, we get to show it, of course, here at home where we want to do it the most. So I it's pretty boring, but it just comes down to the work and time on task, and a bunch of new guys early in the year playing next to each other, and I had my hand in it just like other guys did. Like, we got to execute better, not just in the pass game but in the run game as well. So, but I think a bunch of those stacked reps together have definitely paid dividends.
How impressed have you been by Drake's accuracy? He set a record for the team yesterday.
Yeah.
91% completions.
Yeah, I knew it was efficient, but until I saw the box score, I was like, my goodness, good job, Draco. Yeah, I mean, he goes through his progressions really well. Josh has him seeing the right thing. I mean, we have a bunch of talented route runners that can get open and make a play for him. So I think it just comes down to just like the offensive line, like being a tight end, working with those guys and feeling it. It's the same thing with the receivers and the passer. So I mean, I think a lot of it is just time on task and repetition, seeing it the same way, seeing in-game adjustments with the defense, like if this route needs to do this versus that versus whatever, right? So having all those stacked reps with the passer and the route runners, I think have definitely paid dividends.
You were here with him last year too, obviously. Saw video from the team of him kind of, breaking the team down and getting the ball to Vrabel in the locker room after that. How much have you seen him grow as a leader? It sounds like he's maybe just been a little bit more vocal this year.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's breaking news to no one. You get in this league as a rookie, you're drinking through a fire hose, and I mean, not really going to speak on last year. I mean, a lot of valuable lessons were certainly learned. I mean, especially for him, and if I'll allow him to answer his own questions. But being a teammate, seeing where he's at now, seeing the leadership, seeing the command in the huddle, seeing him, be willing to say, hey, insert name. I need this like this, or just subtle things like that, where it's just showing hey, if you want the ball, this is what I expect, in a very nice Drake way, just getting the point across, hey, this is what I need from you to get whatever done. So from that standpoint, you can definitely see the growth, and I said in the off season when I spoke to you guys, you see the comfortability coming off your rookie year, can just shoulders are a little lower, has a little more swag to him, and has confidence. I mean, pitchers, quarterbacks, kickers, man, it's a confidence game. So I mean, so I got to build up our guy, and he's got a ton of talent, and we believe in him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it.